Yeah, that's good. We're just going to ask you. You can drink it. You can drink it while we're talking. Okay. I've got another through hiker attempting a through hike here in Unionville. Tell us your name and anything you want to tell us.
Okay. I'm Sunshine. My real name's Stephanie, and I'm from West Virginia. And I started March 3rd in Springer Mountain, Georgia.
How did you get the name?
So it wasn't really anything special. It'd been like 2 weeks since I had a name, and my dad's friend suggested it. Like, my mom has a Facebook page for me, and they were all just suggesting names, and I liked it, so I claimed it.
Okay, I always ask people what caused you or made you decide to hike the Appalachian Trail.
Well, so my friend, she was rooming with me for a summer, and she was watching a bunch of documentaries on it, and when I came home from work, she was like, I think I'm gonna hike the Appalachian Trail, and I was like, I'll do it with you. And then she said, you could eat as much food as you wanted and not gain weight, and I was like, I'm in. She had me at that, and that was the main reason.
So let me ask you this. To stay thin, are you going to just keep hiking all your life?
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do, honestly. That's what I have to do.
You've had a good time?
Oh, yeah. It's something I've never done before, and it's unlike anything I've ever done. So I've loved every minute of it, and I wish it wouldn't have taken me so long to figure out I love backpacking and hiking. But I guess it's better now than never.
How has it changed you?
I think it's definitely changed my perspective and what we take for granted, and just all the people you meet is amazing, and how helpful and supportive just strangers are to you. That's been very amazing to me.
Are you hiking with a group?
I started by myself, but I've been hiking with Beast over there since Shenandoah Valley, but it's kind of changed.
I know, it changes.
Yeah.
Different people, different time.
Yeah, because some people have different schedules.
Go ahead and take a swig of your coffee or whatever you're drinking. I don't want you to feel. If you're looking back at when you first started, what's the biggest change in you think, as far as way you're thinking about things, or about, do you look at the trail different today than you did the first week you were on the trail?
Oh yeah, I was really kind of up until the anticipation up until that point was very nerve-wracking, because I didn't know if I could even do something like this, since I'd never done it before. And I don't know, you get a lot when you're a girl doing it by yourself. People kind of give you a lot of heck about it,
right? And
so just every week, just seeing what you can accomplish, and I don't know, I guess I've really seen how strong mentally I am, because I was in the Smokies during the nor'easter storm, and there was just a lot of bad weather. But throughout the whole thing, I've just been having an amazing time. There's not really been a time where I've second guessed why I'm out there or out there,
Has it been any days that you thought you was getting ready to quit?
No, not
really?
one.
Never.
No, I get really upset thinking about going home.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've really loved this.
Now, what are your immediate plans after you hike?
After the hike, I really don't have any plans. I'm gonna go home and make some money at my dad's bar, and then hopefully move somewhere, hopefully by a beach. I'm a beach girl.
A beach girl?
Yeah, I used to be a lab
Not very many beaches out here.
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing I really miss.
I was going to ask you what you missed.
If there was a beach, I would never go back.
Well, let me ask you a little question. Didn't you just walk by a little small beach at High Point State Park yesterday?
Yeah,
Did you see the water?
I did see the water. I didn't really stop and chill there, though.
Huh?
I didn't really stop and chill.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you'll see a few little beaches like that. Nothing like Florida or the Gulf Coast or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
So it's a big change of being on the beach or in the mountains. Mm-hmm. But you act like you're really enjoying the mountains.
Oh yeah.
But if you had to choose after the hike's over, you think you would take a beach?
I think I would need a little bit of both.
Okay.
I don't know how. I'm going to figure out how to make that work, but I'm going to make it work for sure.
Okay. Find a beach by a mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the PCT may have some of that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. If I can survive this and make it to Katahdin, I want to do.
Really? You're already thinking that?
Yeah.
Really? I should have been asking that question. How many other people around you talk like that? Like they might want to go out and do the PCT?
I've talked to a fair amount of people that have wanted to try it, and I've hiked with some people that have already done it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really interested in learning more about that trail and maybe doing it.
Are you on your third pair of shoes?
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay.
In Pennsylvania, kind of really killed my shoes.
Probably get one more before you finish.
Yeah.
Where did you sleep last night?
Where did I sleep last night?
At the secret shelter?
Yeah, the secret shelter.
Yeah, that's a big secret. Don't
It
tell
was
anybody.
really cool.
I know.
I loved that shelter.
Yeah, but it's a secret, you know.
It is a
We're not
secret.
supposed
Don't
to
tell
mention it.
anybody.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Everybody here stays at the secret shelter. But what do you think about the store?
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's like one of my favorite things on the trail. If you come near any like places, like local businesses, definitely get some food.
What food, if you could have anything that you want in the world at the campsite tonight, what would you choose to have?
What wouldn't I have is the real question.
No, you can only have one.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Wow,
You can ask Beast. I talk about it 24/7.
Okay. Now, if you had, and I've asked this today, and only today, I hadn't asked it any time during the year before. If you had one luxury item that you could have at the snap of your fingers, every time you snapped your fingers, it was there for you, what would it be?
Oh God. Can that be food?
That can be food, that could be a car, that could be a person, that could be a bed, that could be a house, that could be anything.
Oh, I don't know. If I could have my pets there with me.
Your pets.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that's
miss them.
interesting that you say that, because a while back I was filming, and one day about 6 people in a row that I asked the question, what do you miss most at home from not being at home? They said their pet, their dog or their cat or something. And now you say that.
Yep, they're my zoo. I miss them so much.
What's your family think about you out here?
Well, initially they thought I'd lost my mind.
Okay.
They tried to talk me out of it. But I actually, last weekend, my dad and mom came out and backpacked with me, and my mom had only done it one other time, and that was my dad's first time backpacking. And I think they gained a whole new respect for hikers and what we do.
A couple of more questions I know I want to ask you, and one is, if a girl is watching this and see you, and they're thinking about doing this, from a girl's perspective, that has never hiked the Appalachian Trail, what information would you want to share with them about it?
I mean, when people ask you, you're doing it all alone and stuff, don't be scared. I mean, do it. I actually preferred starting on my own because I think I met more people like doing it, and then also it's just nice because you're more flexible. You can do whatever you want. Like, your plan doesn't revolve around somebody else's, and you're not obligated to that. And yeah, just go for it. Don't be scared, and it'll be one of the best things you've ever done. And if not, you'll learn something new about yourself. So it's a win-win situation.
Win-win. Anybody you want to say hello to out there in YouTube land?
Oh, my whole family.
Yeah, don't forget mom and dad and all
Yeah,
that.
mom, dad, sisters, my pets. I don't know. My grandparents, all my grandparents.
The other day I asked a girl, a couple of weeks ago, I asked a girl that question, and she gave me about 50 names. Aunt Susie, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe's son, Uncle his stepson.
That would be a really long
Yeah.
time if I named them all.
That's what I
and
said.
all my friends, of course, they know who they are.
So finally I stopped her. I said, I think you covered them all, covered all the bases. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking just a minute out of your busy schedule, and hopefully we might see you up the trail, who knows, but
Yeah, that'd
not
be awesome.
Congratulations on what you've done and what you're going to accomplish here in about 500 more miles.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're still here in Unionville, New York. We'll be here for a while. Looks like get a lot of hikers. I got somebody else that's hiking. I don't think he's through hiking, but he's got a story, and I want to tell us your trail name first of all.
Trail name's Floppy Disk.
And spell that, and I'll tell you why.
Floppy Disk, so Floppy and DISK.
And how in the world did you get floppy disk as a trail name?
So I started in Harper's Ferry, and then I was like without a trail name for a couple days. I got one and it wasn't that great, and I got another one also wasn't that great. And so when they asked for my name at the trail registry, I just forgot both of them. So the guy said I had a limited memory storage, so they called me Floppy Disk.
I be. So you hung with that one. You liked that one.
Yeah.
Where are you from, floppy disk?
From Boston.
Boston. Now tell me a little bit what kind of hike you're doing.
So I got to go back to school in August.
Which is where?
At Princeton.
Princeton.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So,
I'm impressed.
So I'm starting Memorial Day in Harper's Ferry, and then trying to finish on my birthday, August 7th.
Okay.
On Katahdin.
Okay.
And then
And will you do the rest later? The other part?
we'll see.
You'll see? Okay.
Because I'm graduating next year.
And
So given how much time I have after I graduate, we'll see.
What are you graduating in? What kind of degree?
I'm doing a double major in mechanical and aerospace engineering.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're gonna do the rest of it, you probably have to do it right after you graduate.
Yeah,
because you're gonna be a busy guy, I bet. You got siblings, brothers, sisters?
I got an older sister.
What she think about you out here doing this?
She's pretty supportive. I'm actually I'm trying to make it into New York.
Okay.
This Saturday to go see her.
Okay.
So I feel like we're not a huge like hiking family. So this is like kind of unique for like somebody.
Why did you choose to do this?
I mean, I grew up in the city, so we didn't like have that much greenery. So it was like you kind of just like want what you don't have. So I kind of like fell in love with the outdoors, and like this is probably like a once in a lifetime opportunity to go like do something for like a couple of months. So,
and how many miles have you hiked so far? Do you know about how many miles it is?
It's like at least I think it's like around 300 now.
300. Okay. Has it been what you thought so far?
It's been pretty good. It's been actually a little easier than I thought.
Okay.
So I've been like pushing some decent miles, like more than I expected to be. So it's been like the trail's been pretty nice, like pretty flat. So
enjoy it while you can, because you're going to go and see the White Mountains up north, and that's going to be rock climbing, not walking. So you'll have some of that to deal with there. Now, where did you sleep last night?
Last night I was at the secret shelter.
A secret shelter, I've heard that about 2 or 3 times. It must not be real secret.
Yeah, it was a secret shelter with like 12 people in it.
Yeah, that's what I say. Secret got out.
Yeah, it's real nice. It's like I think it's some guy who hiked it in the 80s.
Right.
And then he had property along the AT, so he built like this like really nice.
How far off the trail is it? I've heard.
It's like point 1.
Real close, real
close.
It's
real nice.
Yeah. Okay. And then how far were you going today, Sloppy?
Like probably like 25, 30-ish.
Wow, 25 or 30-ish.
We'll see.
Wow.
I'm all filled up on New Jersey breakfast. So.
I know, and I just saw you getting 2 sandwiches. What was that, like a po' boy? What we would call a po' boy or sandwich?
This is an Italian hoagie.
A hoagie.
Yeah.
And you was putting them in your flip-flops or
in my Crocs.
in your Crocs.
Crocs are the perfect size.
Perfect size for the sandwich to stay in there. Yeah. And you're gonna put those in your pack or hang them off the back?
I'm just gonna put it in there. Just keep it against the back.
You're gonna let this truck go by. Is that common for you to get you a sandwich to hike out of town with?
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Very smart.
I go hard in town.
Good deal. Very smart. Did you give any thought to budget?
Budget? I mean, I've worked pretty hard like throughout the year, so I've like.
So you've been able to save a lot of money.
Decent safety net. So.
And then, what do you miss the most about not being at home today?
Food. Miss my mom's food.
Food. Mom's cooking.
Yeah, that's what I think about every single day.
Oh, that's interesting. You want to say hello to anybody before we cut it off?
Just like hi to my parents. Like I know you're worried about me, but this is proof that I'm doing okay, living the life. So.
He looks like he's having fun, guys. He looks like he's smiling face. He's had a good attitude ever since I met him. Would you give anybody a word of encouragement that's thinking about hiking the Appalachian Trail that doesn't know much about it?
Just do it.
Just do it.
You'll figure out all the little tricks and all the little things like along the way. But the hardest part is just going out and doing it.
Anything else that you might want to just share with? Anything interesting that's happened out to you that's unusual, or just mainly just what you thought it was? Okay. All right, well, thank you again for taking a minute out. I know it's busy, especially if you're going to do 30 miles. I'm going to let you get out of my sight. God bless every step between here and Katahdin. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got another thru hiker here, and we got the store in the background. Everybody's just kind of collecting. Tell us your name or anything you want to tell us about yourself.
Yeah, my trail name is Crux.
Spell that for me, Crux.
C-R-U-X.
C-R-U-X?
Yes. You met my buddy Creeks. We've been hiking together since spring year. We started March 23rd. And I'm originally from Greenwood, Mississippi.
And how did you get that name?
I love to rock climb. I talk about it all the time. And so one of the guys early on gave me that name.
Okay. Now you're the one, because of your buddies already interviewed with me, you're the one that planted the seed for him to hike.
Well, I wouldn't say planted the seed, but to get for our duo teamwork, planted that kind of seed. Because I got a semester off in school. I'm going to go back in the fall as a senior at North Greenville University. And I called him up and said, hey man, you got junior semester, spring off. I'm going to hike the AT. If you want to come, please do.
What caused you to want to hike it though?
I wanted to hike it, so I grew up thinking about it, wanting to do it. And so my freshman year of high school, 2 of my senior buddies on the track team took me out and we did like a spring break trip on the AT. And from that point forward, I was like, people are always asking me, hey, what do you want to do with your life, all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I have to raise my hand to go to the bathroom, let alone know what I want to do with my life. So I just told people, I was like, I'm going to be a hiking evangelist. I'm just going to go on the trail and love people and do things well. And that evolved into going into outdoor education at a little school, studying that, and then my trail dream still existed. So when I got a semester off, I took the chance to go take it.
Wow. How much planning as far as budget did you do?
So technically, the planning process in the first 2 months on the trail for me was my internship for school.
Okay.
So I did a fair amount of planning on all sides because my boss, one of my professors, she's hiking the PCT right now.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And so we could like trade through hiking techniques and back and forth, and she really made me like focus in on stuff and like do a good job and whatnot.
Okay. So she's out there right now?
She's out there right now.
Wow. And how often do y'all communicate?
Well, since school ended and my internship ended, we haven't talked much because my internship's over.
Sure.
And so we haven't talked since she left. So yeah, so not very much.
What's been the best experiences out here for you?
So far, one of my favorite experiences was we were at Dragon's Tooth in Virginia, and a couple of our camp buddies came and met us there. They brought us food, we all hung out and watched sunrise. And then we hiked from there to McAfee's Knob, had lunch, and we had a sunset at Tinker Cliffs. So we did like this awesome sunset sunrises, and we had 2 cheeseburgers that day. So it's a lot of food, a lot of good friends.
Where did y'all get the cheeseburgers? From that little store down?
Yeah, we hit our buddies took us to the gas station for breakfast.
Sure.
And then when we hiked past it later that day, we went back and got more food.
I know exactly where it's at. In fact, the pizza oven broke while I was there this year.
Man.
And she was having to get another pizza oven, like $4,000 for a pizza oven.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what she uses to do some of those cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
What's been the worst event, the worst thing that's happened to you?
See, I don't know. I've enjoyed most days. Like rainy days are just like a part of the trail. That's how I expected it. I love it. But so far, recently my sleeping pad has a leak in it somewhere.
Okay.
So I wake up multiple times a night to blow it back up. That's the worst thing I'm having to deal with. I've had a pretty good time.
Yeah, you're right. What do you miss most about being at home, not being at home?
So I'm not really a homebody. I travel a lot to rock climb and do that kind of stuff. But if I had to miss, I do miss my little brothers and hanging out with them and giving them a hard time.
Now, I asked your buddy, I think, or somebody a while ago, if you had the ability to have one luxury item with you at all times, at no expense or nothing, somebody else took care of it, you snapped your fingers, it was always right beside you, what would it be?
I would say probably my camp chair.
Your camp chair?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I didn't have to carry it, it was always going to be there. It's like a little metal foldable chair, keeps me off the ground.
So it wouldn't be a toilet or a car?
Nah.
Or something like that? It'd be a chair?
It'd be a chair. Okay. After a long day of just like sitting, I kind of led backpacking trips for the past 2 summers for high school guys.
That's right.
And so after a long day, just being able to sit down and relax for an hour or 2 off the ground in a very comfortable spot is worth it to me. Next
question. If somebody told you right now that they would get what you wanted, anything that you wanted to eat in this world, and they would have it for you tonight when you stopped hiking, what would it be?
So back home, there's this catfish restaurant called Larry's Fish House.
Okay. And
that's probably what I would do.
Have Larry's catfish.
Larry's catfish and French fries, just because it's a home staple that I love.
And you'll probably think about that the rest of the day and say, I wished he would. I wished he wouldn't have asked me that question. You got brothers or sisters?
I do. I got 2 little brothers. One is 16, one is 14. My older sister's 27.
What they think about you out here?
They all think it's really cool. None of them are super outdoorsy. My youngest brother's jealous because he's always saying Ben gets to do whatever he wants and goes all over the country. And my bigger sister's like thinks it's cool. My other brother thinks it's pretty cool too. So. Are
you blogging or any way anybody could follow what you're doing?
I was going to for my internship, but then I didn't.
Okay.
But I have my Instagram, but that's only social media I really have, and I don't do social media very well. I don't really care.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about all I got.
anything that you're looking forward to in front of you?
Ooh.
Or spots or something you've read about or heard about?
Yeah, I'm super excited for the whites in the presidential range and all that. Again, I love to rock climb, so I'm excited to go see all those mountains for the first time. And then also looking forward to the day I can wake up in a big, nice, comfy bed and be like, I don't have to hike 25 miles a day.
Okay. Now, I'm starting to ask up here especially, tell me if you can give me some thoughts about what's so different today versus when you first started, the first week or two.
Ooh, okay. So when I first started, man, I think I'm still as eager, as excited to be here as I was then. Cause we always talk like how much fun it is. But now, since we've picked up our pace, I think more about when I do get to finish, if we can go back and work at the summer camp that we get to go to for a week and volunteer, and our buddy's wedding, we get to go to that now if we finish on time. I also think about I could go a whole day on 2 Cliff Bars, and now I have to go at 8 Cliff Bars for lunch to keep going and keep fed. But
that's the kind of things I'm asking. That's what I'm looking for. Now, what about as far as a part of your body? Is any parts hurt different up here than they did down there in the beginning?
See. Yeah. So I switched. I trail ran in all trails before I started the trail. I gave my feet some problems when I first started. I switched them out for a long time. I got them back and made my heels hurt again. But other than that, I don't get too sore anymore.
Okay.
I got used to it.
Anything that has surprised you or shocked you out here on the trail?
Let's see. Crease got bit by a snake one day. That
really?
was a fun day.
He didn't tell me that.
Yeah, that was kind of a surprise. But it wasn't a big deal. It was like a little rat snake, and then I'm wilderness first responder certified, and so I was able to medically take care of him. It wasn't a big deal.
Okay. Any surprises, like, you know, anything that you've seen? Maybe you can't even say it on camera. I don't know. You know,
Ooh.
some crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were hiking, and I'm from Mississippi. Not very many people from Mississippi come out here. We like met all these people from all over the country and different countries and all kinds of stuff, and hike out of the Smokies. It's like snowing. We get to the valley. And it's like, oh, it's super hot and muggy, and we see somebody doing trail magic. We get all excited and we walk over there, and I was like, hey, how y'all doing? They're like, we're doing fine. We got some food for you guys, and it was super nice. And I was like, well, where are you guys from? And they're like, oh, some small town in Mississippi. You've probably never heard of it. And I was like, try me. I'm like, well, we're from Greenwood. And I was like, I'm from Greenwood.
Isn't that so?
And so I go crazy. I get super excited. I'm asking all these questions, and like making connections and stuff. And then it's like a mom and her daughter. And so I look at the daughter for a second, who hasn't said much. I was like, is your name Whitney? And she's like, yeah, it is. I was like, you were across the hall from me in 2nd grade.
Oh.
And she's like, yes, I went to that school until 3rd grade, and then I transferred. And I was like, yeah, I now remember.
Isn't that crazy?
It was the craziest thing.
Isn't that crazy? That's a very interesting story. Wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have been on the Appalachian Trail.
That's a fact.
All right, we're getting ready to cut it off and let y'all get to hiking. Anybody you want to say hello to, or another comment or something you want to say before we close it out?
Let's see. Say hey to Bear and Scrambled Legs. If you ever see those two guys, they're about 12 days behind us. The good buddies that we had to leave behind for a bit.
And anybody that's watching this that you may want to say hello to?
I don't think so.
Okay, good deal. Any challenges to anybody that might want to try to come do what you've done?
Ooh.
What would you tell them to do?
I would definitely recommend it. And if you're interested in doing the PCT or CDT, call me up, because I don't think I'm going to do it without somebody's encouragement.
Okay, good deal. God bless every step between here and Katahdin, and thank you for taking time out to come and talk to us.
No problem.